Get ready to expand your knowledge and explore the world in a new way. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you fascinating and unusual facts from various subjects. Today we will tell you some interesting facts about learning. The human brain is an incredibly powerful and complex organ, with an astonishing capacity for learning and memory. One of the most remarkable facts about the brain is that it has the ability to store an enormous amount of information, far more than any computer or other digital device. In fact, it is estimated that the human brain has the capacity to store over 2.5 million gigabytes of digital memory. This is equivalent to over 300 years of non-stop video streaming or 3 million hours of recorded TV shows. This incredible capacity for memory is made possible by the billions of neurons and trillions of synapses that make up the brain. These neurons and synapses work together to create complex neural networks that allow us to process, store, and retrieve information with incredible speed and efficiency. Of course, not all of this memory is used for conscious thought or recall. Much of it is devoted to the automatic processing of sensory information and other unconscious functions. Nonetheless, the brain's ability to store and retrieve information is truly remarkable, and it is a testament to the incredible power and complexity of the human mind. Studies have shown that the time of day can affect how effectively we learn. According to research, the human brain is most active and able to process new information during the late morning hours, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. During this time, the brain is most alert and the body is least likely to feel sluggish, making it an ideal time for learning. This is because of the circadian rhythm, which is the body's internal clock that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and other physiological functions. During the late morning, the body temperature and hormone levels are at their highest, which boosts cognitive performance and memory consolidation. Of course, the exact time of day that's best for learning can vary from person to person, depending on individual sleep patterns and other factors. But overall, it's generally recommended to schedule important learning tasks during the late morning, when the brain is most receptive to new information. Learning a second language has been shown to have a number of cognitive benefits, including improved memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. In fact, studies have shown that bilingual individuals have a lower risk of developing dementia in later life than monolingual individuals. One theory is that the process of learning and using a second language creates new connections and neural pathways in the brain, which can help to stave off cognitive decline. Additionally, the act of switching between two languages requires a level of mental flexibility and control, which can also have positive effects on cognitive function. So, if you're looking for a way to improve your brain health, learning a second language may be a great place to start. It's a well-known fact that teaching others or using newly learned knowledge in real-world situations can help with retention and understanding. Research has confirmed this idea, showing that we retain up to 90% of what we learn when we teach it to someone else or apply it in a real-world situation. This phenomenon, known as the learning by teaching effect, has been studied extensively in educational psychology. It suggests that when we teach others, we are forced to organize and clarify our thoughts, which enhances our own understanding of the material. Additionally, when we apply what we've learned in real-world situations, we are more likely to remember the information because it has become relevant and meaningful to us. This is why hands-on learning and experiential learning are often more effective than passive learning methods. So if you're looking to improve your retention and understanding of new material, consider teaching it to someone else or finding a way to apply it in a real-world context. Not only will you be helping others, but you'll also be helping yourself in the process. Taking breaks during a learning session can actually improve memory retention and overall learning outcomes, according to studies. This is because the human brain needs time to process and consolidate new information. The brain also requires a certain amount of rest to function optimally, and taking short breaks can help to reduce cognitive fatigue and prevent burnout. Additionally, breaks can help to maintain motivation and engagement, making it easier to stay focused on learning tasks. Research has shown that taking regular, short breaks can help to improve memory recall and retention, making it easier to learn and retain new information. The average attention span of an adult is a fascinating topic of discussion when it comes to learning. According to research, the average attention span of an adult is just 20 minutes, which means that prolonged learning sessions may not be as effective as shorter, more focused ones. When we attempt to learn for an extended period, our minds tend to wander, leading to a decrease in focus and attention. As a result, breaking up learning into shorter, more focused sessions can help keep the mind engaged, and increase retention and comprehension. Shorter sessions also make it easier to manage distractions and maintain focus, leading to more efficient and effective learning. This is why many educational institutions, training programs, and even corporate learning programs are adopting shorter, more frequent learning sessions to maximize the learning potential of their students and employees. Sleep is an essential component of the learning process. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories and reinforces learning. Studies have shown that sleep plays a critical role in the formation of long-term memories and the retention of newly acquired information. In fact, research suggests that the most effective way to remember new information is to study it before going to bed. Sleep also has a restorative effect on the brain, helping to improve cognitive function, attention, and concentration. Lack of sleep, on the other hand, can have a detrimental effect on learning and memory, as well as overall cognitive function. Studies have found that sleep deprivation can impair attention, working memory, and decision-making, making it more difficult to learn and retain new information. In addition to getting enough sleep, the quality of sleep is also important for learning. Deep sleep, or slow-wave sleep, is thought to be particularly important for memory consolidation and learning. Getting regular, high-quality sleep can help to improve learning outcomes and cognitive function, while also providing a range of other health benefits. Engaging multiple senses during the learning process has been found to be an effective way to improve retention and make learning more enjoyable. When we use more than one sense to learn, our brain is able to create more connections between the new information and existing knowledge, which makes it easier to recall later on. For example, using visual aids such as diagrams or images can help us to better understand and remember complex information. Similarly, listening to a recording or having a discussion about a topic can help us to absorb and retain the material. In addition, incorporating tactile learning activities, such as writing, drawing, or using manipulatives, can help to reinforce learning and make it more engaging. When we physically interact with the material, we are more likely to remember it and feel a sense of ownership over our learning. By engaging multiple senses, we can create a more robust learning experience that is not only more effective, but also more enjoyable. The spacing effect is a well-known phenomenon in the field of learning and memory. It refers to the idea that revisiting material at spaced intervals over time is more effective for long-term retention than cramming all at once. This is because spacing out learning sessions helps to reinforce the material and prevent forgetting. The spacing effect can be applied in a variety of learning situations, such as studying for exams, learning new skills, or memorizing information. By spacing out learning sessions and revisiting material at intervals over time, learners can improve their retention and deepen their understanding of the material. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, there are a lot of interesting facts waiting for you.